so no front. Kandi and Garrett, yeah, we say what you want. Real life, real stories, yeah, we keep it real. If you're looking for the truth, this is how it feel. Conversations that matter, yeah, we bringing it out. From the highs to the lows, yeah, we talking it out. No fluff, no cap, yeah, we
Welcome
keeping
back
it
to Real
straight.
Talk with Kandi Thompson.
And Garrett Gray.
Take two. So we may or may not have started this and it wasn't recording. So we're back. It's going to be, I mean, the best thing that you guys should know is we don't script anything that we do. I don't think we even have to tell you that. It's pretty obvious.
Here's the crazy thing. When we do script it, it doesn't just take one shot. It's like we can't read, and then the prompter's too fast. We don't know what we're actually talking about, and then we don't really read the script a couple times before we start doing it. We just try to do it that one time, so we don't know when to natural pause or when to say flexion and deflection, right, of voices. Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday because this is really funny, and for those of you who do recording, you'll understand this. So our stands that we use, the majority of them have a little
Bluetooth
remote,
clicker.
remote that you can connect to your phone. So no matter where you are, you can click it, it'll record. You can click it, it'll stop. So the first time we used one, we were doing like our What the Z's. If you guys have not tuned into that, every week we come to you with a Gen Z word, and it's so funny, you guys. They're just funny to watch, just to see kind of what the slang of the Gen Z generation is using. But so those we record, then we'll stop, then we'll record the next one, then we stop. So we do them over and over. And same with our Wednesday hot takes, which you'll see today if you tune in on any of our social media pages, right? So it's what, Adam?
Right.
No, I know.
If you saw last Wednesday,
that's right. You
or
guys
then
know
the
we
coming
always
Wednesday.
forget that we pre-record. Yeah. So anyway,
we talk in the moment, all right?
Yeah, our Wednesday hot take, we're not scripted, you guys.
Right, yeah.
So Garrett and I are up on the Vista Point, and and we just know that we've nailed this. It's raining.
Killed it.
We did so good.
No,
you guys.
we beat the rain. It was raining, and then we had gotten there in between, so it looked really great behind us.
It was raining on me while I was there.
Right, because I was a little bit behind. Yeah.
But it was really a beautiful day. You guys saw the background of Butte Mountain, and so we get home, we upload it, and we recorded we would have done our Gen Z. Then I thought I hit off and I hit on. So we recorded us getting ready for the next one. Then I'd hit on and it would go off. We think it was horrible, you guys. And the same thing happened yesterday. So that's kind of what we did.
I think we should still post those.
Yeah, we have.
That's just me though.
No, they're hilarious.
I'm sure
What's
it's
funny is how many times we screw up. So what it is you're getting us hysterically laughing because we screwed it up again. That's what the majority of them were. Anyway, so yesterday, I have a little clicker, and Adam's not here, so I think this is the greatest idea. I'm going to use this little clicker. I checked it right before.
I know.
Worked perfect. I sat down, click, got up to check on it, didn't work. So anyway, hi you guys, we're back.
Yeah.
We're back. Okay, so one thing that I want to share with you guys is Happy Memorial Day. Although it's not a super happy. I mean,
again, I get that. It's the hard point to talk about because is it really? I mean, Happy Memorial Day start celebrating summer. It's the beginning of summer, but it's not the best day.
Yeah, you're it's funny because I don't know where it ever came out that people say Happy Memorial Day.
Right.
They just say, I
get it. I mean, it's just like any other celebration. They want, hey, Happy Memorial Day, Happy Merry Christmas.
Well, and I think because we're honoring the lives of those that we've lost, that have served our country, that are the reason that we can say Happy Memorial Day. That's part of the happiness behind it, is that we're very grateful for them.
And I'm truly a believer on not mourning the loss, but enjoying celebrating what was, right? I'm all about proving that I'm living for somebody else, right? And I'm gonna live. I'm not gonna sit here and mourn about it. I'm gonna go do big and make sure I can make memories, right?
Yeah.
That's how I think of it. Don't mourn the past, but just enjoy that you had the time with them, and then try to carry on their, you go have fun. They're gonna be there watching and being there right with you, right? So
one thing I think that's important, and so you guys, just so you know,
celebration of life. That's it. Yeah.
We're gonna set the record straight today because there's a lot of confusion between Memorial Day and Veterans Day, and I don't think it's with ill intention, but when you, like on Memorial Day, undoubtedly, you're going to see people post about their loved ones that are currently in the service.
Right.
That's Veterans Day. So Memorial Day, just so you know, is for loved ones or family, any military service
member, yeah.
that has lost their life. Now, they don't have to have lost their life in service. This was a question that I had because my brother was in the military,
Right.
and then he passed away a couple of years ago. So, like, is that, well, yes, because he served and he's
Right.
no longer with us.
Right.
So we're remembering him, right? But Veterans Day, so Memorial Day is for those who served that are no longer with us.
Right.
Veterans Day are for those who served, are currently serving, or did serve, but they're alive.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got to have an awesome experience just recently getting to go, I mean,
To
just
the
seeing
National
where he was at.
Cemetery.
Yeah.
No, it is, you know, I mean,
And again, it's in Arlington, Texas.
It's
not-
in Arlington. He's not in the
not
Arlington Cemetery.
yeah.
Although it was a little confusing, I'm not going to lie. When people would say, "Well, what national cemetery is it?" Oh, in Arlington. But he is in Arlington.
Right.
But it's in Arlington, Texas. That's right outside of Dallas. It's not in Arlington. Did you say Virginia?
I think it's Virginia. I'm
Is
pretty
that
sure.
right,
Yeah,
Adam?
it is
We
100%.
did. We said yesterday.
I shouldn't say pretty sure. I should be yes. It is in Virginia. I knew that. I'd been there a couple times.
Oh wow.
A couple times.
Well, it was even the fact of being able to have my brother buried in the National Cemetery was such an honor for
Yeah.
him. Like, I love that. And so going, it is very, you know, somber. It's like very it's not happy, but it does honor them.
Right.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It is so pristine. And I mean, like right now they'll have all the flags out. Volunteers go out and do flags on
Clean
every
up,
single
clean the
service.
stone. Oh man, it's beautiful.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like, you'll never see anything dirty. I mean, and then they like Christmas time, they put wreaths out on every single, and so I'm going to give you a clip just so you can just to give you a glimpse of this, because it's awesome.
That would be awesome. And it kind of always brings me back to my thought of, you know, a lot of people put effort into, you know, you got Memorial Day parades and barbecues and all this stuff, but it's like, for veterans, why is it we only have the loss and the thank you for serving and just one day, and then you have other entities, I would say, that have entire months.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't see the realism of that, because what is it that the military is actually providing and doing and keeping you be able to make the choices you want to make, whatever choice it is.
Yeah, no, true.
Right?
Yeah, you have the right.
Right.
Because somebody fought for you.
Right.
Yeah, no,
But we get a couple days.
You're right.
I say we because it's me and other people, right?
I know.
But,
It is. No, I mean, we have so many vets that surround us.
oh
we
yeah.
have
Well,
lots.
we're heavily populated just in town, but personally in our
Yeah,
lives
just
as well.
family. Well, and so thank you for the family members or loved ones that served. We are honoring our loss this upcoming Monday. And I should say our loss.
And stay safe,
said loss.
of course. Stay safe out there too.
Yeah.
You know, people do some crazy things. So.
It is. Memorial Day is a
enjoy
very busy
it,
weekend.
But also remember what it's for, right?
It is. And I would say swimming is usually one of the biggest things.
usually
There's
big
so
boating
many
time.
drownings at this time. So just be wise. And so I don't know if I told you, but Adam and I capitalized on Memorial Day.
How is that? How do you capitalize on a negative day?
I shall share with you. Yeah. So when we were getting married, we were deciding like which 3-day weekend do we want to get married around, Labor Day or Memorial Day. Well, I love the spring. It's my favorite. So we got married. So our anniversary is Monday. And
Okay.
so we got married on May 25th.
Man, your May is booked then, huh?
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
It's so crazy. So yeah, so we got married. It'll be 24 years. This Monday it'll be 24 years. And so, but that is fun because every year we have a given 3-day weekend to celebrate it. And
that's
so that was
awesome.
kind of the plan. Like,
So do you
and
guys do big things?
Well, it's funny that you should ask, Garrett. Every year we did create this like super fun thing. I don't know, maybe like 8 to 10 years ago.
Okay.
To where we decided, because like anniversaries, I think we just fell into like it's kind of like Christmas where you're like, we don't have to get each other gifts, right?
Yeah.
Families get into that at some point in time. Where like anniversary, I feel like is between he and I. Like there's nobody else celebrating our anniversary but us, but
Right.
we should be celebrating it,
I
especially
mean, you
in
might get
today's
people
day
to
and
reach
age.
out and say happy anniversary, but other than
Yeah,
that.
like our kids always say, my mom always gets us a
Right.
card, but like, as far as like actually doing something, that should be he and I. And so it was like, I want to say it had to have been like 8 to 10 years ago. We decided that like we would have 8 years. So mine's the even years and his are the odd years. And on our year, we plan the anniversary for that year.
Okay.
So what's funny is like you would think that I'm going to do it all for me, but
Well,
really,
you know, I was just now thinking, you know, you're like, hey, it's even year. Is it for you, or do you, like you just said, oh, it's for you to plan? But wouldn't you just plan for something you want to do?
no, it's my most favorite to plan it to be something that Adam would want to do.
Right. Oh,
because
nice.
it's kind of a surprise to him. So like I
Well,
don't
you guys
tell
are very
him.
similar. You guys like the same
We
thing.
like
anyways,
all the
so,
same stuff. Yeah. We both love sports. We both like all the stuff. I mean, I'm happy to go show you guys how to golf. Don't lie, you guys. And I'm a really good golf cart driver. But I don't like video games. Listen, there's that, you guys. I don't like those. So we're not going to play video games on our anniversary.
I will
Let's
tell
just
you,
throw
most
that out
girls
there.
probably don't like video games that are married to a video gamer.
Well, he's not a video gamer, and I'm very grateful for that.
That's good.
Yeah, no, I would go crazy. I don't think I could be married to a video gamer. I work too much to have like their justification that somebody just games all the time. I love you, Garrett. Garrett works and games, you guys. He does it all at once.
Yeah, it's soothing to me.
I know.
Yeah.
It is for most people.
Yeah.
Like they come home from work and that's something that just kind of helps them die
totally.
down. But like for me, of course, you know, we don't have a separate room for it. So like it's in the living room
right
and I'm
there.
having to watch all these people die because all you guys do is play killing games. Like it's just not fun.
Yeah.
I know it's horrible.
I was just
I'm
thinking
like,
about
are
that.
you beating that
I mean,
old
unless
lady
we play like
up?
Madden
It's
or
horrible.
something like that. Anyways, back to what we're talking about. So you say you're planning.
So we plan. So like so it's fun. I mean, like, our anniversary always falls right around like the playoffs, NBA playoff time. So there was one year that I planned for Adam that we got to go to Game 6 of the Warriors playoff series. That was so much fun. I've planned like going to Napa. It was the first time we'd ever gone, but like we work a lot. We don't really like we self-care, but like we don't take time for ourselves, I should say.
Like,
so we did mud baths. That is I want you to know that's a podcast all on its own.
About a mud bath.
Oh my gosh. So you perch on the top. Anyway, we won't
I
get
mean,
into
I'm
that.
just sitting here. I just, we're not going to get into it.
So we did mud baths. It was our couples massages, like a spring, like like a bath, whatever, like a hot tub kind of spring water.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then like that was like a resort, so you could stay there, and it was in Napa, so it was super fun, and so that was kind of a fun thing. Adam has done, for me, he's planned. I love plays. So he's planned like a play at the Orpheum Theater in San Francisco, and a really nice dinner, and so that just super fun
That's
stuff.
awesome. Yeah. At least try it out. And I think you guys kept it respectable after the 10 years. You really got to test the waters, and then you say, okay, now we're going to start spending money on each other and take you out, right? Oh, sorry, Maddie.
Hey, we couldn't afford it in the first 10.
I think the first 10, like you're really trying to figure out, the marriage and get finances together, because I mean it's not like hunky-dory unless you waited until you're 40 to get married.
Right.
Already did your stuff. Like I got married when I was 20 years old, right? So me and Maddie then figured out this whole wheel of the rat race together, and
right. Well, and you guys were together for a long time, like we were. So like by the time we got married, we'd already been together for 8 years.
Wow.
So like we'd already figured that out. Like it was hilarious. The people that were in my wedding were more nervous about standing up in front of people than I was. Like it was just gonna be official, It was beautiful. We loved our wedding. But so next year we go big, so you'll have to get plans.
so what is this year?
24, but 25. So starting at 20,
that's right, because you're about to,
every 5 we get all of our friends get to go on a vacation.
Oh, nice.
So
Really?
fun. Yeah, you pay for yourself, but it's so much fun. Yeah, we give you a place to go. We give you a year in advance, and we all come together.
We give you the itinerary, but you have to be financially
but
stable
like
to go for it.
we can all stay in a great big place.
Yeah,
it's super fun.
that
So
is
for our
fun.
20 year, we did it in Maui, and we had like 40 of
Right.
our friends and family that
That's
were there. It was
awesome.
so fun. And so so now they're always like they'll actually
next
have
one?
conversations amongst the couples, like, hey, when's Kandi and I was like, when do we get to go on a vacation? So next year,
Let's
you
stay
guys-
off of cruises, though. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I don't think they're very. I mean, the last 2 years,
I've
of
never
cruises
been
just,
on a cruise.
Yeah, I just would.
Okay, speaking of vacations, like we're coming up right now.
Vacation
on,
time. Summer.
We are. I mean, we're almost the end of school, and that's when everybody generally goes on vacation. I mean, we didn't know when we were little because nobody knew that other people were going. I never went on a vacation, but they now you just see about all of them on social media. So I love you've been in the military and you've gone some really cool places. What like if we're telling people like places to vacation, where are your top 3 or 4?
So I would say, man, I've been to a lot of places, and I would say my number 1, if I could ever go back, would be this island off of, I want to say it's Africa. I should have looked it up. But I want to say it's an island off of Africa, and it's what I would explain as the European Hawaii. Wow. It's this small, lush, beautiful island that's not like blown up or anything like that. It does have some like casino resorts on the water, but the water is just crystal blue.
Is it the Caribbean? Is that what's the water?
Yeah, it's a great question.
Adam?
Mediterranean. No. The Mediterranean's inside, right? So Mediterranean's the one that goes. I'm on the other side. Yeah, I'm in the Atlantic.
Are you?
But it's just this nice warm water because I'm on a 13-pack Muse, so that goes on the outside of all the countries, and then the East pack goes on the inside in the Mediterranean, right? So I've never been on the Mediterranean side, which I always wanted to do because they go to Sicily and they get to go to Greece and they get to go to all these other ones. We're over here like, okay, what desert spot are we going to now? We don't get away from the dirt. It's either desert or beach. That's all you get. Like you're always in the sand at any point.
That reminds me of Santorini.
It's like, wow. I mean, I could tell you about more places not to go. I mean, this might be controversial, but I would say India's not my favorite.
Okay, why?
India
Tell
itself
me.
is
so
just.
You were in like a main part of India?
So we went, and I believe it's the capital. It's called Goa, India.
Okay.
And it's a very populated area, and it is so dirty.
Really?
And I think it's just that third world part, right?
Yeah.
Like, I just think that, we're here having first world problems, but you get over there and you start seeing a difference. But you can go to some other countries that, it's pretty cool and different.
Yeah.
It's scary, dirty, and just awful, right? I did not have a good time. And there's these little beggars, just like, they don't come up and just beg. They pick your elbow and they try to get your attention. And
I
it's
have
just
to be honest, when you said beggars and your fingers did this, I didn't understand. You said there's these little beggars, and that's why.
They pick your elbow. They come up behind these small little ladies with these blown out bellies because they have kids carrying other kids, and and they'll pick your elbow, and then they'll ask for stuff, and then they will follow you around. So, and then if you like buy anything on the street, the other vendors will see that you bought a drum or whatever, and they will follow you forever. Wow. We had to duck inside like a Nike store one time, and we're waiting in there, and we're just watching them, and it's like a zombie horde just standing by the door waiting for you to come out. So then they start, that drum, no good. You give me drum, I'll give you better drum. And they play it crazy good, and they're like, it's better. And they'll just try to, swindle and dine you out. But the craziest part about it is there's no right and left. There's no oncoming and going traffic. It's just go. It's honk, honk, and go. Bikes literally this close to you, as close as we are. Cows walking in the middle and just zoom in, right? Wow. Nothing. Now, there are some cool parts about it. They had what was it, like poker river boats, like 4 of them that go in there. Cool. There's a huge dubstep concert that goes out there. I'm sure during peak times it's probably nice, but yeah, I probably won't go there. China, Hong Kong was cool though. That was a sweet place to go.
I think that would be so awesome to go to.
And it's super cool because you can walk. We always have to go into a port, and then we go from the port into the city, right? Okay. So we went to like the Wing Chu district and all these other areas, but you can walk and find these like mom and pop shops everywhere. And you go in, and actually that was my favorite thing to do is when I was somewhere. I didn't want to go to like Chili's and what's another one? I said it yesterday. The Hyatt. Yeah, you can find Hyatt hotels anywhere. Yeah. But Chili's you can also
Hyatts
find anywhere.
But Hyatts are military friendly.
They are military friendly.
That's good to know.
So, but you can find a Chili's anywhere, right? There's always some sort of American alley that you can go through and find American food. But I didn't like to do that. I like to go find like these like dives, mom and pop shops, and you get like real cuisine. So we were at Hong Kong. We found this like ramen place, and we ordered the randomest stuff, man. Like we're not just gonna order regular ramen.
Funny.
We're like, we want some like pig intestine, crazy, whatever. So it was good though.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I mean you gotta try it, right? Like that was my biggest thing is I'm not gonna just try regular cuisine.
Yeah, you can. man.
Now, what's super cool is like, so I've been to Dubai. Dubai was awesome. I've been to the tallest building in the world, right outside of the biggest mall in the world, right?
Wow.
That's super nice area to go to. And of course, it's just like you see Lamborghinis and $100 million supercars driving around. Super sweet. What was I? There's a Ferrari world. But every time we were about to go to a port, and I remember it more after my first deployment than my second, was when we had R&R time, which is you go in, you sit in an area for a month and a half, and then you would go and take R&R for 3 days to a week somewhere else, and then you come back.
Okay.
So then we go out, and this is where we would go visit and do other things. And
very
every time we
cool.
go in, they had excursion packages that you could go buy on the ship before you got there that were already paid. So you just had to show up that day. So like in Dubai, there was like off-road tours, and they would take like their Toyota Land Cruisers and just be bombing sand mountains, and then they would have you dinner. You go ride camels. In India, you were able to go ride, do an excursion on elephants and stuff like that. Like, it was pretty cool stuff that we had to go do. So it's not like just, go on this deployment or whatever and sit somewhere for a year and a half. It was like a month on, a couple days off, a month on.
No, I love
year.
that you actually get to see it though.
Yeah.
It's not just where you're at. Like
Right.
you actually do get to explore
Right, you
and
try.
see it.
I mean, you definitely get to try for sure. Yeah.
That is really
and you
cool.
just don't have to get off and go straight to the closest bar and spend all your money in the bar. You could go do things too.
That's true. Yeah. No, that's really cool. I love that. I was trying to think. I mean,
And then Singapore is always fun too. Singapore is a good time.
So I want to go to Singapore, and when I was in college, my roommate in the dorms, her parents went to Singapore for like 3 months while we were in college, and and so we would hear all the stories from Singapore, and they have snakes that are like literally like. I mean, I don't even know how many feet, but like they called and told us that they had to call the snake people. There's snake people that have a little car that come and pick up the snake and put it in the car because the snake was about to eat the dog.
Oh my gosh.
That's how big they are.
Wow.
They're so huge. And so all these people have to come, they all have to pick up the snake, put it in the van, and then they have like this little car. I'm like, hey, remind me not to go to Singapore.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure it was beautiful, I can't go there.
It's super nice. And another thing too, you can always find an Irish pub anywhere too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I love, so when I vacation, I love tropical. It is fun. Like, to me, that's very relaxing to go on a tropical vacation. But we've also done vacations that are like really awesome, like historical
Adventure,
and,
yeah.
So like, of course, I mean, everybody's favorite would be Italy, right? Like that was awesome. I have to say, if you have the ability to go, Venice, so we've been to Venice, Rome, and Florence, and I loved all of them so much. Venice just is like one of those so unique because like there's no roads. It's all waterways. So you have to take boats everywhere. And so that was so cool. We stayed on the Grand Canal, and obviously our time is off, right? So I'm up at the crack of dawn and looking out, and every day they have to replenish all the supplies. So they've got tons of boats coming in at like 4 or 5 in the morning because that's the only way they can replenish anything. You can't drive to go get your stuff to restock your, stores. And so, yeah, that was such a cool place.
Yeah.
It was really awesome.
Italy's a place I want to go. My number one I really want to go to and visit is Croatia.
Oh, right.
I really want to go to
I
Croatia.
have a friend that just landed in Croatia yesterday, and the pictures are unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, I want to go so bad.
Yeah. So I feel like you did a little bit in India, although Jamaica is amazingly beautiful, but it is dirty.
Yeah.
It's dirty, and like it's not super safe. And so we were on 7 Mile Beach, and that was stunning. I mean, we were in an adult-only, all-inclusive resort on 7 Mile Beach. Like, it was amazing. You really didn't have to leave, but you kind of wouldn't have wanted to leave, And then, I mean, New York was one of my favorite trips.
Yeah.
Such a fun, awesome trip just to go. So, I mean, we've been in
What's
a lot
crazy
of
to think
neat
about too
places.
is when you talk about vacations, and let's say we talk about the European world or anybody over there, when they come to America, it's like us driving from California to Nevada or Utah, they're like, that's to them is a trip. Like that's there's no way.
Right.
Because their drive time is really only a couple minutes to an hour long. If you have to drive more than an hour from city to city, it's it's just going from one end to the other, right?
Right,
Like that's
right.
their trip. When you have to travel the United States, they're like, it's huge.
Oh, it is.
When you really get the comparison,
It's
they're
crazy.
like, you guys drove how long in a car? I've never been that long in a car. You have to take a plane to get there? No way.
Well, and what's interesting is like when Tobias, our foreign exchange student, was with us, he would say, like, it was hilarious because within the first couple of days he said, "Oh, all Europeans know that Americans are dumb," and I'm like, "What? We're dumb? What do you mean?" I was so offended. He said, "It's not that you're dumb. You know, it's when you realize how the effect that word has." He said, "You just don't know a lot about other countries that surround you." Where
Yeah.
like for them,
They know everything.
By
Yeah.
the time he was done being here, he's like, "I get it. You know everything about all of the United States
Right.
in your area," which
Right.
is like them knowing all of the areas around them.
Right.
But we just don't know a ton about over there. And
Right.
so Norway has to be one of my favorite places that we've ever been.
Well, it's probably beautiful there.
It was,
too. I saw
and
some
you
of the
do, and you
videos,
do
yeah.
drive there. I
Yeah.
mean, you do. We went, we took the train, which was one of the top 3 train rides in the world, which was amazing. And then but we drove back,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's where we got to see like all of like waterfall. I mean, it was just, we did see a moose. You
Nice.
don't see them very often, but we did see a moose. It was very exciting.
You don't see mooses everywhere?
No, you never do. I'm like, this is like your main thing. Like everywhere you go, they have trolls and mooses. Like this is
Yeah.
and I don't
You
know.
say trolls?
Trolls.
Trolls.
Trolls are like their thing. I don't know. I don't quite understand it. Little trolls with long noses. Like they're just little trolls.
Just making sure we were on the same page there.
It's
yeah.
so weird. Like that's like their thing. So like when you go into a souvenir shop, you got to choose between a moose or a troll. Like that's kind of, or you can have a Viking hat. Those are your
Yeah.
options right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was, but that was incredible. I mean, that was
bet.
just the most beautiful. And that was, I mean, we did go to their main city. It was just not but you don't have to go into the city there. I mean, there's just, it was stunning.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say, of course, one thing I just want to say, where we live, and anybody, I mean, everybody could go to Hawaii, right? Like that's, I mean, but like for people on the East Coast, that they usually go to the Caribbean. Like they're not going to go to Hawaii because it's so far away. But that has always been like our favorite go-to. And for those people, when you're thinking about doing vacations, I just want to tell you, from a mom who, on a budget, trying to do vacations with kids, it was, I want you to know, when we went to Europe and we did all that, like that was later on in life. That was during the time our kids were in high school when we could actually afford stuff like that. But when they're young and you're going on vacation, you're thinking of like Disneyland and, Legoland and all these things. That's so expensive. It just is. I'm like, holy crap. I mean, we did it. Don't worry. And you get a military discount everywhere you go, which is phenomenal.
But sometimes now we found out that the California pass has been cheaper than the military discount lately.
Wow.
Yeah, so the last
wow.
time I went to Disneyland, it was like by hundreds of dollars difference.
Wow.
Because the military discount 3-day park hopper for just Disneyland alone has gone up.
Wow.
So, but yeah, I mean, I do get that too. Yeah.
It is, but so like when we went, so this is my guide to anybody needing to go to Disneyland. So how we did it the very first time, my girls were 3 and we could not afford anything when we got there, right? We had a timeshare, so we stayed a little ways away. We stayed in San Juan Capistrano. And before we went though, we went shopping and we went to like Walmart and the clearance section of the Disney store. And we got all of these things. We got all of the we had Belle and we had, all of the Disney stuff. Just everywhere we went, we got these princess cups with strings around them. Like everywhere we went before we went to Disneyland, we bought all this stuff super cheap. So then we put it in a big bag, and my kids were little enough that we brought their stroller in. So we just had this bag in the back. So after we got off, after every ride, there's basically a store that kind of you can buy stuff for that specific theme of the ride. So Adam would take the girls out. I would have got in the bag beforehand. He would go out. I'd come out with prizes. They had no idea they didn't come from that store.
Nice.
Yeah, every single one. So like one time we were on a ride. Adam got the cups out. They were like pink princess cups, and they had like a little snack cup on the bottom. He went, filled them up with lemonade, brought them back. You guys, look what I got for you. It was the best way to do it.
cool.
Yeah, we had deli sandwiches so you can do it on a dime, but that somebody gave me that advice, and it was my kids like thought that they had died and gone to heaven. They had a gift for where if we would have done that just in Disneyland, we would have spent $1,000.
Yeah.
And so
Spot
that
right.
is one thing I recommend. The other thing I recommend is when you're going to a tropical island or you know, anywhere like that, that's your, like, you don't have to pay to go to the beaches. You pay for your place, you go to Costco, hit up for food, you take your food with you, you pack your lunch to go. And the island, like going out to the beaches, I mean, usually wherever you stay, it's got like the boogie boards and the floaty and the chairs and the umbrellas, because anybody that comes buys it and then they leave it there. They can't take it on the airplane.
Right.
So then you go to these beaches, and honestly, I go to like the local, you know, Hilo Hatties, like the little Hilo Hatties, or wherever your local store is, right?
ABC.
Look, ABC store. Look at the postcards. Bring your camera. Take pictures of the postcards. And these are the beaches that you should be going to. These are the top beaches.
Wow.
It'll tell you on the
That's a cool
postcard.
deal.
And then just go hit up all these places, because these are your top places. And so that is a very inexpensive trip. You're paying for the flight, you're paying for the room, and then you go to Costco and hit. And I mean, of course, you're going to go out to eat a couple times, but like that, 10 times cheaper than going to Disneyland. Yeah. So anyway, those are our thoughts for you guys on vacations. I do have to give a shout out. The vacation, the travel agents are kind of making a comeback right now.
Travel agents, I think, are really making a comeback right now, which is weird because we have so much accessibility to do that. But I think there's just so much now that people are willing to pay a travel agent to have a specialized booking, because with a travel agent, you get the personal connections to where you make more of a deal, right? And that's that's why they were big. But then the internet took that over, because you got Booking.com and Trivago and whatever, that those were getting the deals now. So I don't know.
Well,
I just started seeing a bunch of it sometimes.
Oh no, it's so
I'm
true.
like, are they coming back?
We've used a travel agent whenever we go out of country. And like our European trip, I mean, it didn't skip a beat. It's called Divine Travel. It's out of Roseville, out of Sacramento area.
Okay.
April's amazing. But what I found is that when the internet took off, everybody thought, oh, I don't need a travel agent anymore. I can do it myself.
Right.
Now, they just don't have time or desire to do it.
Right.
So they are making a comeback. But one thing to know about travel agents is you usually don't pay them. Usually it's who they're referring you to that gives them kickbacks.
Right.
So your trip is generally not more expensive by using a travel agent. It's just usually more feasible, and it can be like, hey, I want to go to this trip and here's my budget. Tell me where I need to go. They tell you all of your options, and you can pay monthly for like 6 months, and then you're out. So we are big fans of travel agents. And so if you do know somebody, it's a good idea to try to check with them first. So there's your travel tips for the summer.
Tell us where you guys are going to go this summer. Down in the comments. We'd love to talk about it and maybe hear something new.
Yeah, your favorite places. We would love to hear about it. So drop that in the comments. We'll see you guys next week.
Real talk, no filter, no front. Kandi and Garrett, yeah, we say what you want. Real life, real stories, yeah, we keep it real. If you're looking for the truth, this is how it feel. Conversations that matter, yeah, we bringing it out. From the highs to the lows, yeah, we talking it out. No fluff, no cap, yeah, we keeping it straight. If it's real, then it's worth every second you gave. End of the week, yeah, you know what it is. Once a week, real talk, burning power like this. Real talk, real voice, yeah, we bringing the heat. Kandi and Garrett, yeah, we don't miss a beat. Real life, real stories, yeah, we keep